Welcome to This Week in NASCAR, presented to you by WTF Motorsports. We got a lot to get into. We got look over the ups and downs over the season, over the off season for NASCAR. I'm going to give you my idea of the biggest winner and the biggest loser. So I want you guys to stay tuned. We'll get into it. Let's get into this. We've got starting Tuesday, tomorrow night. Remember, we got the Busch Clash. Man, this is going to be a different one. This is going to be fun. I wasn't very big into road racing for a good long while. I don't do it myself. I'm more likely to try to do a little bit when it comes to iRacing. But NASCAR, they added 7 different road courses. So they got 7 different races this year. It's going to be road courses. This is going to be good stuff. All right, let's look at the schedule here. We got a lot of racing here in the next few weeks. The fun one's going to be tomorrow night with the Busch Clash. Tuesday night at 7:00 p.m. You got the Busch Clash. Then you got qualifying, which is February 10th. Then you got the duels, which is on Thursday, February the 11th. Then you got Daytona on the 14th. Going to be a good one there. I can't wait to see all the new teams. They have gotten us off for the year. You got Bubba Wallace, and you got Trackhouse. I can't wait to see these teams. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a couple surprises here and there, but we got to see what we got going on. So what I want to talk to you guys about a little bit is, first of all, we've got the Bristol race here on Sunday, March the 28th. Bristol, Tennessee. 75 laps. 150, another 250 laps. That's that one right here. This is going to be the fun one. This one right here, it's going to be good. I'm not 100% sure if what they've got is going to work for Cup cars. I mean, what they done last time when they had late models, the sprint cars at Bristol, when they done the dirt, could have been great. I think I watched a little bit of it the other week, and I think it actually turned out pretty well. Problem is, you got all these cars. You're going to have, 40 cars? Unless they shrink the field for this. 40 cars on a dirt track at that high banked at Bristol. It's going to be I don't know. I mean, it's intriguing. It's really, really intriguing. It's like a train wreck. You hate to see it, but you can't look away. So that we're going to see. I hope that turns out well. Now, I talked to you previously about all the road courses. I mean, look at all these road courses, right? You got the Daytona road course, which is the Clash. That really don't count. But then again, on the 21st, you got Daytona road course. Now, let's go down to, where is it? Circuit of the Americas. That is in Texas. That ought to be good. Nobody's actually ever done that one. I don't think Cup has ever been on it. No, actually, I don't think they've ever been on it. But I do believe maybe the trucks and maybe the Xfinity. I'm not 100% sure. Can't wait to see that one. That ought to be a pretty good one. Then you got where are we going down? Oh, Nashville. That one. This one should be pretty good. Was it a mile, a little over a mile? I think a little bit mile, maybe. Not 100% sure what that is. It's a new track. Nobody's ever been there on the Cup side. They've been, I think, I know Busch cars have, or excuse me, Xfinity cars have been there, but that ought to be really good. Now, the one I'm looking forward to, and this is actually in my backyard. Well, I'm not really from Wisconsin, but that's where I'm at. The one I want to see is this one right here, Road America. Can't wait to get my tickets for this puppy. This ought to be good. I haven't seen a Cup race in, let's see, when was the last time? 2010? I think 2010. The All-Star race was the last time I actually went to a race, a Cup race. So this will be my first one. I can't wait to see this. This ought to be really good. Comment down below. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you think this is going to be a good race, some of these road courses. Because they added all this. Now, speaking of another road course, you got Indianapolis I'm sorry. Before that, you got Watkins Glen back to back. Watkins Glen on the August 8th. Then you got August the 15th. You've got Indianapolis Motor Speedway Road Course. They're doing away with the big racetrack because they've gone downhill. They haven't been that great. I mean, the first few races have been pretty good. Then you had the Casey Kane Tony Stewart race. That turned out really well. But other than that, not very big. Not a whole lot of people has turned out for it. I mean, even though we had the Rona that kicked off last year, nobody pretty much was able to go anywhere. So that's going to be something to see. Hopefully those two races will go over really well. Then let's see where we got Charlotte Roval. That one, well, let me see. Hang on a minute. Well, you do have. Okay, the Charlotte Roval is going to be in the playoffs. I much rather would have wanted to see the either Indianapolis or Watkins Glen in the chase. Get rid of Kansas City or Texas out of that. I mean, Kansas. I think they might have gotten one race taken away. Did they get a race taken away? Nope. They have a race already. And Texas. Well, there you go. You could have got rid of this freaking Texas race. They've already got 3 damn races. That makes no sense. You could have took out this. If you took Texas out and you would have put either Watkins Glen or Indianapolis road course there, I think would have worked out really well. Because you want to, when you're going to these playoff races, you want to throw everything you can at them. That's what I would like to see. But this is NASCAR. This is a wait and see type of deal. You got all these road courses. I can't wait to see these road courses, man. These ought to be pretty good. Oh, I'll be back in a second. All right, this is where we're going to take a look at some of the better paint schemes that I've seen. You got some that are kind of, some that are boring as hell, but I'm going to give you my top 5 paint schemes as of right now. And these are going to be, most of them, I'm going to give you my top 5 cars. Okay, that's going to have different paint schemes. I'm going to show you my favorites. My top 5 cars I'm going to enjoy. Number 1, you got to give it to the GOAT of the paint scheme guys. You got to give it to the Trackhouse. God, these guys are awesome. Look at these. Look at this car. All right, look at this car. Tell me what about this car you do not like. Everything about this car is freaking awesome. The colors stand out big time. The number, it's odd, but it works. It works for what they've got here, right? Let's say maybe you could do something with the wheels. Make it one of the green or maybe the orange. I'd go with the green or the orange for the wheels. But this car, it's killer, man. Look at this. Trackhouse has got it for the cars this year. They've got it. They got the looks down. The car looks good. I think they're going to be a pretty good team. I think they're going to struggle a little bit. Suarez, he's shown a few times that he can do the job. But then again, there's also times where you're like, was even in the damn race. So he's going to have to step it up. He's got some talent, but he's going to have to step it up. If you got Pitbull on your pit box, it's kind of cool, huh? Pitbull on your pit box. Let's go with that. Pitbull in the pit box. But you got these cars. You got a lot of these cars that look really good. The 99, this Comscope, perfect. Probably the best one out of all. All right, now let's go down to the K1 Speed. Simple. Still got the swoosh through the numbers. I like it right up here. This is pretty neat. Okay, there you go. Right there. It works. It works. I think if you put it on either other car, wouldn't work. This car, it really works. The colors, simple, but also they pop. They catch your eye. When you see this car on the track, whether it runs first or last, you're going to want to see it. It's just the way it is. This car is perfect. Let's go down to the Pump It Up. Holy shit. Pretty good. Now, as I was watching, planning this video, I had seen that Disco Inferno was doing something like it. So he gives you the. I like what he has to say, but I was already into researching this. So, hey man, Disco Inferno, you're the man. All right, this car, I like a Disco Inferno. I love this. The Pump It Up, man, it's gorgeous. It's beautiful. I love it. I love it. Love it. Wheels, you can probably go with white, maybe purple. I'd go with the purple on the wheels. I think the purple would accent those wheels really well. Still good stuff. Now this, I like this one. This is simple also. But also, if you look at it, if you're not paying attention, if you just like glance quickly, you're going to think it's an iRacing scheme. It's weird, I know. But if you look at it, I mean, Trackhouse, perfect. He's got the stuff. He's got the stuff when it comes to doing all the paint schemes. So that's it for Trackhouse. Let's go to the next one. All right. We're going to the 24 car now. Let me tell you something. Now that William Byron's been in his car for a good couple of years now, it's a good thing. They're finally giving him his own style on the 24 car. Because before, if you looked at the paint schemes he's had before, they're pretty much a recycle, different ways of doing the colors, but still the same car. Now, you look at this car. This, you're going to be able to tell this is William Byron. This is his car. What I like about it, it's simple, but it works. You got the matte black here, right? You got the matte black. But when you got the colors, you go to a gloss. Like the green, the blue. The 24, I'd probably outline it in maybe white or maybe a blue. Pop that color. Up here, I'd go with the white. Down here, I'd probably go with the blue with the outline. Pop that color. It comes out really well. I mean, with the wheels, plain as hell. They could do something with the wheels. Now, white may work. Blue may work, and hell, may even the red may work on those wheels. But those wheels, I mean, this car, this is William Byron. You're not gonna be able to mistake this from anybody else's car. Moving on to his other car, well, the only other one that we know about. So, we got the Liberty University car. This one kind of reminds me a little bit of Ricky Hendrick. Some of the colors, the blues, the reds, the whites. But this is his own spin on it, right? You got the 24. I think they could probably do something else with the 24. But the car, you're going to know who it is when the car hits the track. Now, a lot of these teams, and it kind of irritates me, irks me a little bit. They spend all this time and effort on the paint schemes. Some of them forget all about the wheels. You got to do something with the wheels. If the wheels don't accent, or if the spoiler don't accent, you're almost throwing away a good 20% of the paint scheme. You got to accent the wheels. You got to accent these wheels. You got to give them something. You got to give them some color. You got to give them something because it kind of drags the car down a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. You got to add something to those wheels. Now, that's for... I like this one. I mean, William Byron's going to have his own flavor on this car. Flavor, right? He's going to have his own identity when it comes to this 24 car. It's taken long enough, but I like it. It's good stuff. Now, let's move on to the next one. All right, now, this one, number 3. I like this 20 car. It's got some good colors to it. It's got some great colors to it. This is number 3 on my top 5 cars for the year. For right now. I could change a little bit later on, but this is my top 5 for right now. Number 3, the 20 car, Christopher Bell. Now, when you look at these cars, when you look at this car, what stands out? What's the one thing that stands out about this car? It may surprise you, but what do you think would stand out about this car? For me, it's the number. See how bright white that is? When you have black and red on this car, right? You got these blacks, you got the blacks, and you got the reds. Now, those colors, you know they're going to jump out at you, right? Because they're opposite contrasts a lot of times. But when you really look at some of these cars, this car in particular, that number will stand out big time because of the white, the bright white, right? I like this car. This car goes good as usual. they're taking away from the damn wheels, which they got to add something to the wheels, or else it takes away from the car, right? I like this car. This is it wouldn't be my favorite, but it's in my top 10. Okay, now let's go down to the DeWalt car. Now, when you see this car, the way this car looks, kind of gives you a newer version of Matt Kenseth's car, the 17. That was a good looking car. This is like a new spin on Matt Kenseth's car when he drove the 17 DeWalt car. I like it. As usual, the wheels look like crap, but they can always do something later on. But that paint scheme, and like I said, like in the red car, that 20 pops out at you. It's gonna grab your attention, right? Yeah. 20, good looking car, love it. So let's go down to the next one. Irwin. Now this is the one that was made famous by Kurt Busch. I love this colors. I love these colors. I'm so used to thinking of seeing a 97 with that Irwin, with those Irwin colors. So good looking. I love this car. The blue and the yellow pop. The 20, not as much as the blue and the yellow this time, but it's a good looking car. Irwin never disappoints. Let's go down to the Stanley. Stanley car kind of reminds me of the Dollar General. So this one, I'm not a huge fan of. I'm just not a huge fan of that one. Now this Craftsman car, I like this Craftsman's car. This is third. If my top paint schemes on this car would be this would be last, or this would be second to last. That would be last, only because these colors, they're not giving them anything different. I mean, the blue and the black and red, it's clean, it's good looking, doesn't pop. The 20 is going to pop at you because of the white against the red and the black, but they could have done something else better with it. That's just my opinion. They could have done something better. Obviously, if they'd done something with the wheels, I might have thought much better. But like I said, some of these teams not thinking too much about the wheels. That's the one thing that does kind of irritate me a little bit. That, well, I'm not going to keep going there. Let's move to the next one. All right, number 4. One of my other favorite cars. It's going to be this one, the Corey LaJoie car. The Schulter Systems, whatever it is. These guys have never disappointed when it comes to paint schemes. I like the 32 car better. I like the black with the flames and everything. I don't know about the 7. The 7, I don't know. I think they might have been better off with the white 7 on the roof and the orange one here. I think that might have been better off with the white one there. But with the flames on the side, I like it. It just looks good. I mean, it's a simple. It gives you. I like the little cone here. They got a little cone pattern right here. I kind of like that. It kind of. If they actually put this, also if they kind of like flipped it around and put it on the back side here, I think you might have like a cone on each side. I think it would bring it back, bring it out a little bit more. I like this one. This one's good. Now his other one, it's a good looking car. I mean, it's okay. It's nothing to shout about. But hey, it's a good looking car either way. Let's get on to the next one. All right, last but not least, one of my last one that I'm going to show my favorites is this one right here. I do have one question though. Why is it? Was it the Gase Motorsports or whatever it is? I can't remember what it is. What's it called? Oh, Rick Ware. Why is it Rick Ware has 2 Chevys and 1 Ford? The 52 is going to be a Ford. The 53, I believe, is going to be a Ford, but this is going to be a Chevy. It don't make sense. But I love these colors. You know what the deal is with this color? Because this car is going to be fully sponsored all season by these guys. I'm going to love to see this car. I can't wait to see this thing at night under the lights. Man, it's just going to be beautiful. With the purple, the yellow, and the green. The yellow fading into the green. Good deal. Like I said, the wheels piss me off, but you know what? Maybe they'll change it. I don't know. But this right here, it's a good looking car. It's a really good looking car. I can't wait to see See what these guys do with. Hopefully, they bring out some more different colors that pop out. Also, like some of the other cars that they're doing. So those are my top 5 cars for right now. We're gonna get. I'm gonna have a couple later on. All right, so that brings us to the end. But before we go, I want you guys to know one thing: there is a winner and a loser for the off season, and the winner for the off season is Trackhouse Motorsports. They picked up Daniel Suarez, decent talent. Is he a perennial winner? No. Can he give you some good some finishes? Yes. He's got to pick up this year. I mean, the expectations aren't huge. He's just got to succeed in what he's got. Don't worry about the other cars around. Don't worry about the other teams. Those other teams can't do anything except do for themselves. Daniel Suarez has to do for himself. That team needs to set their own goals, finish in the top 20, then in the top 15, then try to get themselves to the top 10. You're not going to win this year. You may luck up and get at Daytona or Talladega or maybe a road course, maybe a short track. You may look up, but you're not gonna do big time damage. All right. You got to set you guys some accessible goals that you can finish, that you can get to. The next year, if Pitbull and these guys are in it for the long haul, they got to look past this year. They got to think about next year. 2021 is going to be one difficult damn deal for them to deal with. Okay? Number one is because nobody's sure what's going to happen throughout the season, whether stuff's going to get shut down again, whether they can have enough fans. The things that could happen, we'll see. All right. Now, like I said, what they got to do is look forward to next year. They can look forward to next year and set better goals for then. Then, if I'm not mistaken, you'll have the new cars. So pretty much everybody will be on a level playing field. So you got to think of it that way. Think long term. Don't think short term. Think long term. All right. Now, the biggest loser for 2021 for the 2020 off season, Denny Hamlin and Michael Jordan. They got Bubba Wallace. Bubba Wallace, when he was in the under ranks, let's say late models, all the way up to ARCA, he had some good runs in trucks. He had some good runs in Busch or Xfinity. That's his best. That's the best thing they can do. I think, and I may be wrong, but my opinion is Denny Hamlin said he wanted to own his own deal, right? Because he's like everybody else. He's looking toward the future. He's looking outside of Joe Gibbs Racing. What he's going to do in the next 5 years, 10 years. He's wanting to put himself where Dale Earnhardt was until his untimely death. And Teresa sank that ship big time. She sank it worse than the Titanic ever could. She screwed Junior over, told him, this is what you're going to do. If you don't like it, get the hell out. He gets out. She gets mad. They go under. They weren't thinking long term. She was thinking now, yesterday, not tomorrow. Denny Hamlin. If Bubba Wallace does not consistently finish in the top 20, because he's had plenty of time. Plenty of time. Now, let's just say Richard Petty wasn't the greatest. But Bubba Wallace was not the greatest either. They almost complemented each other. He's a half-ass team, and Bubba Wallace was a half-ass driver. If you put if Denny Hamlin can bring out some damn good cars, put it under Bubba Wallace, and he still underperforms, then Michael Jordan and Denny Hamlin have thrown their year away. All right, so my takeaway from the Bubba Wallace deal is he got well more known for what didn't happen than to what did happen. He got his 15 minutes of fame with the whole BS with the the noose, which everybody knows is not a noose, is bullshit. Everybody knows. I know. You know. Anybody with common sense knows. Bubba Wallace, hey, man. Nope. I don't hate it. He went all in on it. But guess what? It hurt him. It really, really hurt him. It hurt him. It really hurt Richard Petty. Because when Bubba Wallace started getting all these things, you got DoorDash, Root Insurance, Columbia Sportswear. All these guys were just throwing money at him. For him and Richard Petty. I think it was because he was a face at the time. He's not the face that everybody thinks he's going to be. All right, he's a good talent. He's not great. He's not cut material. I mean, he may be mid-pack material, but he's never going to give you a consistent winner. He just doesn't have it. Whether he's black, white, Asian, whatever. Doesn't matter which color it is. If you don't have it, you don't have it. Denny Hamlin got shoved into this spot where he had to give it to him, I think, because the only way things would have went forward with it is if they brought Bubba Wallace in it. He's got to deal with it once Michael Jordan and Denny Hamlin realized that Bubba Wallace is not the man they think the driver he is. They think he is. I think they'll go better. But as to round it out, number one, Trackhouse was the biggest winner of the offseason. Denny Hamlin, 2311 Racing, biggest loser. So, what'd you think of the show? Did you like it? If you did, like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications. Anytime I go live and make another video, you guys are first to know. Also, you can always help us out on WTF. You go to patreon.com, WTF TV. Help us out. Anything helps. I love this show. I'll see you probably Tuesday night, if not Wednesday. And man, hit the gas.